that's what people need to learn and listen. And not saying that they're not learning or listening now, but like you need to listen to your customers. There's the one that are supporting you. They're the ones that are backing you up. So if they want something, do it for them. You know what I mean? Like that's how we started our brand. That's how we started so many initiatives in our brand, like the street packaging, all of our identity collections. And I feel like without their voice, we wouldn't have been where we're at now.
Welcome to Ideas Fulfilled, a podcast by Printful Enterprise with your host, Ilse. In this bi-weekly podcast, we'll meet with e-commerce and retail professionals to chat about burning topics in the retail space, as well as the challenges and sweet moments of victory they've experienced in the labyrinths of e-commerce. Today, we're joined by one of the co-founders of Gay Pride Apparel, Sergio Aragon. Gay Pride Apparel was born in Sergio and his partner Jesus' apartment in New York City back in 2019. Since then, the store's success has skyrocketed so far that an exclusive collection from Gay Pride Apparel is now even available at Walmart. Let's dive into our conversation with Sergio to hear about the importance of fostering a community and a safe space for all LGBTQ+ members and more. Thank you for joining us, Sergio.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to be talking about Gay Pride Apparel. And thank you for having us.
Does it ever get old talking about your store, your successful store?
Stop. Honestly, it does not.
That's good to hear. So perhaps to jump in, can you tell our listeners a little bit about Gay Pride Apparel and its history?
No, yeah, of course. Gay Pride Apparel actually started in January of 2019. So my boyfriend and I, Jesus, who also runs the business, we moved here from Phoenix, Arizona to New York City. And this was the first time that we actually got to see the community out. You know what I mean? We got to see everyone showing their pride and everything. And coming July 1st, everything was gone. The rainbows was gone. Everything was being washed off the floor. And I'm like, we're here all year round. Like we need to do something about this. And then Jesus and I were like, hey, let's start Gay Pride Apparel. So we started Gay Pride Apparel in our little Brooklyn apartment, and it just grew from there. We just wanted to have Pride year round for accessible for everyone. And being in New York City, we saw how everything was just washed away, and we're like, hey, we're here year round. Like we're not just here for a month. You know what I mean? And that's how we started. Yeah, we saw everything being washed off, but we're not going to be washed off all year round.
And it's been 4 years since then. Do you feel that it's happening less and less? Do you feel more seen during the rest of the year now?
Honestly, no. Like, I feel like it's still been the same. Like, there's still so much movement and so much change that needs to be happening in our community with all the legislation laws that are happening in the US. But we're here.
That's
and
good.
We're here year round.
I'm so happy that you're here.
Thank you so much.
How did you start out? How did it, from a purely practical perspective, what did you do? You opened a store, and at first, did you package everything yourself? Did you send it out yourselves, or how did you start off?
Honestly, so like I said, we were in our little tiny Brooklyn apartment. I come from merchandising, and Jesus comes from a digital background. And we're like, I know product, you know websites, let's put it together, and let's start a gay brand. And that's how it literally started. And the reason why we started it is because, hey, all these stores only offer these apparel during this month. But what if someone comes out during August? What if someone wants to do a little pride party during October or, hey, January? You know what I mean? Where are they going to go buy their things? You know? So then that's where we're like, hey, we literally need to be accessible for all year round because we're not just a month. We're a life. You know, we're a community, and that's how it just came out to be.
And did you immediately start with print on demand, or did you?
Yes, 100%. Yes, 100%. Like I said, we both were doing our separate jobs. Yeah. We didn't have time to be packaging everything. And Printful has been such an amazing support for us. Like, they've been a great partner, and we wouldn't have been here without Printful. So, like, we're really happy for the support here.
That's great to hear.
No, thank you.
Were you an immediate success? Like, you opened the store, did the orders start rolling in, or how does that happen?
I'm just laughing because, like, the first, 50 orders were all just of our friends, our family members, people that we just met at the bar that night. So, like, it just, like, it trickled down. Like, it was a snowball effect. It was really hard in the beginning, but everyone starts somewhere, right? Like, when we started Gay Pride Apparel, we didn't even know what we were doing. Like, our designs weren't that good. We weren't offering all the identity collections that we have now. We didn't have discrete packaging. We just started a website and we're like, okay, let's sell pride shirts, you know?
Yeah.
But now, being where we're at now, we literally listen to our customers. That's the way that we learn so much. We literally hear the feedback, the community that we have, and it's just gotten from selling silly pride shirts to actually building an amazing community and having the support of so much and being able to give back to so much. So it's actually been really nice to see us in 2019 to where we're at now, you know?
Yeah. What do you think is the key to that success? Like what made it happen? Because I think there are a ton of stores out there who also start and have their friends order and everything, but it doesn't really get further. What helped you? What happened?
Honestly, like consistency and just listening to the community. I feel like once we started, we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't even have full rainbows on our shirts. It was just like 3 colors, 4 colors. And we're like, no, we need to literally show it off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So just being consistent and just, we were saying yes to everything. We were cold Instagramming everyone like, hey, we just started this brand. Can you support us? Like, hey, so we have a couple local drag queen friends here in New York City, and we're like, we just saw your show last night. We would love if you can share our shirt on your Instagram. We would love to send you free things. And that's how it just started. I feel like just being consistency, really going into the root of your community and just like being there for one another. Like, hey, I'll help you out if you help me out. And I feel like that's how it just trickled down.
Is that still how you operate, or you've now gotten
No,
more
no,
marketing savvy?
no. Well, we have gotten more marketing, but we are always going to be messaging people. We're going to be like, hey, we love what you're doing. We love what you stand for. Do you want a free shirt? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We'll send you a free shirt. And it's just been back and forth like that. We made so many amazing friends along the way. And it's been so nice to see how well accepted we've been in the community. You know, like they're like, yes, we're rooting for you. So it's been really, really nice and refreshing.
Have you had any like pinch me moments when someone wants to wear your shirt and you're like, oh my God, they want to wear our shirt?
No, 100%. Like actually like a couple years ago, we went to, it wasn't the Pride Parade. It was the one that actually is not for Pride. So for Pride here in New York City, they have a big corporation, right?
Yeah.
All the brands are doing the parade. But then they have another festival, and it's actually for the people that actually want to protest and fight. You know what I mean? And we got to see so many people out and about wearing our shirts, and it was so refreshing. And Jesus was like, hey, go say hi to them. Go say hi to them. Go tell them that we're Gay Pride Apparel. And I'm like, no, you know what I mean? But it was really nice to see like people walking this way with their retro sounds I'm in, people walking this way with their bisexual square shirts. So like those are the pinch me moments. Like I said last night, we saw 3 people with their shirts and I'm like, you know what I mean? I want to wave to them. I want to be like, oh my God, that's us. But like, I think that's so embarrassing. And I'm like, I don't want to like do that. But like, it's been really nice to see people like out and about that. Actually, we went to Brooklyn Pride a couple of weeks ago and we saw a couple people with their shirts too.
Oh
And
my
like
God.
they're wearing their soft cream retro sounds in, they cropped it and they're killing it. They look amazing.
And what do you think design wise? Who does your designs, by the way?
Oh Jesus, it's all Jesus. Like he literally, I'm the creative director. I say yes or no.
Oh, okay.
But he's an Adobe wizard. He's a Photoshop wizard. He's like everything, clicking everything. And I'm like, you know what? That does look good. Let's add it on everything. Let's add it on a toe. Let's add it on a water bottle. Let's add it on a like hat. And it does really well. But I feel like it's a little mix of both. I'm like, hey, I have a great idea. Let's do this. And he's like, all right, what font do you want to use? What colors do you want to use? And I'm like, okay, let's do green, purple, red, blue, orange, red. You know what I mean? And then he's like, all right, let's do it. And it's a little bit of both, but he's the master of all the designs online.
And do you feel that your designs have also developed over the 4 years that you've been operating?
100%. Like I said, when we opened our store, we really didn't know what we were doing. So we were like, all right, we don't want to shout rainbows. We just want to be cute. We want to be subtle. We want to have a way that we can show our pride year round by not screaming rainbows, you know? That wasn't the way to go. We need to scream the rainbows. We need to scream that we're here. And I feel like our designs actually have progressed along the way. And it's been so nice to see that evolution because we always post like, this is how we started. Look at us now. Thank you so much for all your support and everything along the years. So it has evolved into something that we are very proud of now.
If you're willing to share, just for the context for the listeners, like what sort of order volume are we speaking about right now? How much do you handle each month, approximately?
Approximately, like, I want to say by day, 250 orders,
That's
which is pretty,
amazing.
yeah, which is pretty good. I'm like, wow, we're sending out 250 things to people around the world, literally around the world. And it's been so refreshing to see, like I said, people here in New York, but we're also doing it for people that don't have access to Pride year round. We're doing it for those people that are in the middle of the US where all these bad laws are happening, that they can, hey, wear a shirt, walk around, go to a restaurant. And if someone sees that, they're like, I accept you. I know I'm with you and I'm here to support you. You know what I mean? Just that
Mm.
little nod when you're walking around with the little design. It's not about showing who you are, which it is, but it's also letting other people know that you're safe around them too.
That's a really great message. Is US your biggest market?
Yes,
Mm.
yes,
Do you also sell to Europe or?
yes, we do.
Mm.
But it's been crazy. Like I see like our little Printful map going everywhere. And I'm like, it's been really refreshing because I'm like, now we need to go to Spain. We need to go to Spain Pride. We need to go to London and we need to like make our voices heard there. But like I said, our community is everywhere. And
We
it's
should
been really,
invite.
really nice.
Yeah, we should invite you to Latvian Pride. We had
Yeah,
it.
let's go
Yeah,
to Latvia Pride. Yeah, when was
Printful
that?
always walks in the
Oh my
parade,
God.
so
Oh, amazing. Okay. Well,
yes,
next year.
yeah,
Next year we'll be there.
it's a deal. You mentioned that if you have a good design, you want to put it everywhere on t-shirts, hoodies, wherever. How do you pick the products that you sell?
Honestly, so I have a great example. So we're working with a small artist and we're going to be expanding our gay attire design. And we had 3 different designs and we put it up on our Instagram and we're like, vote for the best one. So
Nice.
they're voting, they're voting, they're voting. They're like 1, 2, 3, and 3 is winning right now. And we just listen to our customers. We see our Printful dashboard. All right, this is the top selling item. This is number 2 and this is number 3. Boom, boom, boom. We'll just put it on those 3 designs. But it's crazy because everyone's like, I want it on a V-neck. I want it in a hoodie. I want it in a long sleeve. I want it in a hat. I want it in a tote bag. And I'm like, you get everything then. You know what I mean? So it's really hard to narrow it down.
Yeah, people want a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Luckily
no,
for
no, but
you.
it literally, but it's been really nice to have Printful because they have amazing catalog. We can just go through anything and be like, all right, let's do this and just focus on that.
Hmm.
But it's been fun.
So even product choices basically led by your community.
Yeah, literally, like that's what people need to learn and listen. And not saying that they're not learning or listening now, but like you need to listen to your customers. There's the one that are supporting you. They're the ones that are backing you up. So if they want something, do it for them. You know what I mean? Like that's how we started our brand. That's how we started so many initiatives in our brand, like the street packaging, all of our identity collections. And I feel like without their voice, we wouldn't have been where we're at now.
How do you interact with your community? Is it Instagram comments or how do you keep in touch
Yes.
with them?
Instagram comments. We have a big Facebook community too. Like we have a big group of Gay Pride Apparel people that just go on there and they're like, hey, my name is so and so, my pronouns are this, I'm from here. And everyone's just like introducing themselves and they're like, hey, I'm having a bad day. And like everyone's just like, it's gonna be okay. And like that support, like if we can do that for someone, then our job here is done. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the
Mm.
day, like I said, we're doing it for the people that need a voice. We're doing it for the people that are not being seen. You know what I mean? And like me and Jesus are we're very privileged to be here in New York City, being able to like walk around and everything. But we need to shine the light for the people that can't.
And you are also very active in your local community, not only online, right? What are the initiatives that you support and that you're passionate about?
So a lot of nonprofits actually. So right now we're like I said, so we made a design that went very viral for a really bad person that's in Florida right now. And all the money, all the proceeds from that shirt and the products that we're making are going to go to nonprofits in Florida. And like you
Hmm.
said, right now, how do we interact with our community? We literally asked our community, like, hey, where should we be donating this money? Where is it going to make a change? And everyone's like commenting here, they're Instagramming, DMing us here, and we're learning from them because at the end of the day, we're not there. We're not there fighting. Like I said, we're not there, but we're learning from them and we're like, okay, let's donate here, because that's where the money needs to go, and that's where our voice is going to be heard the most.
And do you feel that you also have some long-term customers who are basically like fans now, brand fans?
I love how you call them brand fans. But yes, 100%. No. Like I said, like, and those brand fans are in our Facebook group, and they're like DMing us, they're like interacting with their community, they're messaging other people. They know each other's birthdays, you know what I mean? So
Oh,
like if we made people friends through a it's not a little gay pride shirt, you know what I mean? But if we made someone happy through us, and that we did our job. So it's been really, really nice seeing people DMing us now. We're like, we've been here for the ride. We've been here for the 4 years. We're so happy that you're on Walmart now. We're so happy that you're doing all these things. And like, I was telling Jesus the other day, I'm like, it's really refreshing and it's really nice and it's really accepting to see people really advocate for you and really show their support. And we're like, we're so proud of you. You know what I mean? Because not everyone is like on your side, you know?
yeah,
And
of
it's
course.
really refreshing to see people saying yes to you, saying, we love you so much. We're so proud of you. And it's been really rewarding.
Well, you mentioned Walmart, so we might as well talk about it. Can you tell us a little bit of what happened with Walmart? What is happening still with Walmart?
So they actually emailed us last year and they're like, hey, we're going to be working with 3 other small brands and we would love to feature you in our stores for Pride. And me and Jesus were like, this is not real. We ignored the email. We're like, this is a spam. Like, this is
Yeah.
not real. They followed up again and we're like, no, this cannot be real. And they're like, we need to get on a call now so we can start producing products so we can get samples and we can go through the design process. And that's how it became to be. Like, they messaged us. We didn't think it was real. They messaged us again. We got on a call and they're like, we want to support other queer businesses. We want to make an impact because I don't know if you've seen, but like throughout the years, all these big corporations do the Pride Month, do the Pride T-shirts, do the Pride Apparel, and everyone always gets called out because they're like, "Oh, so you're just a corporation just slapping on a rainbow and trying to sell something." So it's really nice and really refreshing to see a big corporation like Walmart being like, "Hey, we're gonna pick you for small businesses, and you're gonna make amazing product," and that's how it came to be, and it's been so nice.
I probably also wouldn't have believed that that's an actual email. I'm like, someone's trying to fish me, probably.
Right? Don't click on the link.
So, outside of the financial success that you enjoyed with Gay Pride Apparel, what are you personally like most proud?
So this past weekend, we had an opportunity to sponsor a Pride event at a bar and raise money for a transgender advocacy program, and it's been really, really nice and refreshing to just know that we can make a difference. You know what I mean? Because like I said, at the end of the day, if we're able to make someone smile and feel accepted and loved, then that is all that's worth.
Mm-hmm.
It was really nice. I looked at Jesus and I'm like, I almost cried and I'm like, this is so amazing that we're able to like raise money and make a change and like actually like do it something, you know, because not everyone can, you know, and we really are privileged enough to like literally give back and like make a difference. I'm like getting teary-eyed right now, but it's like really, really cool. It's like, it's insane because we take everything for granted, you know what I mean? And like, we shouldn't. Like, we're here for a reason and we're gonna make a difference.
Did you expect that feeling when you started out with Gay Pride Apparel, or was that a pleasant surprise?
That was a very pleasant surprise. None of it. We expected none of this to come out of it after the 4 short years that we've been operating. But it's been a dream come true, and
Mm.
nothing. Like, I have no words. Like I did not expect any of this to be, and it's been so nice.
Is it now your full-time job, or are you still? Is it a side hustle still?
It is still a side hustle. It is still a side hustle, but we both have full-time jobs, and it's been really nice trying to balance everything. And we're doing it. Like I'm never bored. I always have something to do. We're always like learning so much, and it's nice to know that like we can do our daytime job and still make a difference on the side. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
like at the end of the day, like that's what is gonna make you alive. That's what's gonna make you fulfilling, and that's what's gonna make you a person and a human. Because we all have to live to work. You know what I mean? But like to actually change someone's life and like make a difference, that's why we're here on this planet, to make people smile, to people know that they're accepted, and they know that they're loved.
From a purely practical perspective, how much time does it take for you to run the store, like to do all the e-commerce side of it?
Honestly, like, I'm at work, Jesus is at work, he sends me a design, he's like, hey, should I post this on Instagram? And I'm like, no. He's like, I'm already posting it. And he's like, I don't care. And it goes viral and it pops off, and it's like the comments are there. So like, it's not like we need to dedicate 18 hours a day for this. You know what I mean? It's like throughout the day, during our lunchtime, I leave my work, I go to the gym, I come back, we open our computers, we order some Chinese takeout, we put some music on, and we're just like designing, making sure that our website is up to date, making sure that there's no broken links, making sure that we're replying to customer service emails. And like, it's been great. Like, I love it, because everyone that we talk to, they're like, oh my God, you're always doing something. They're like, I just go home and watch TV. And I'm like, we're doing that too, though. You know what I mean? We're watching TV, we're on our couches and just like typing away. But I think it's just a balance, and anyone can do it.
Sounds like the world's most fun hobby, to be honest. And what does the future hold for you and Gay Pride Apparel? Do you have any plans that you can reveal?
There's no plans that we can reveal, but if you would have asked me this question last year, it would have been reach, accessible for everyone. And I feel like now with Walmart and being in 1,300 stores, being able for someone to walk into a Walmart, see two first generation Latino queer people with rainbows, and like being able to make a difference there, that's all that we wanted. So like, I don't know where we're going. I know it's going to be something great, but like, all of our dreams already came true. So I'm like, what else can we do? You know what I mean? But we've always said we do one day want to open a little small cute boutique, a little store for people to actually come and see us. Like, that's our dream job. Like, quit our jobs, go there, do full-time there, have an exhibition there, make it a pop-up event, make it a space for people to, the queer community, to feel safe. But that's our goal. But I feel like all of our dreams already have come true already.
That sounds like an amazing goal to have. It would be such a cute boutique.
Yes, literally. But then we have to scatter them all over the world so everyone can come.
Obviously, you need like the next step.
Yeah, so that's the next step then.
Yeah.
Gay Pride Apparel all over the world.
Deal. I'll see you at an opening in a couple of years.
Yes, thank you so much.
So where can our listeners buy your merch and connect with you?
So they can go to gayprideapparel.com. They can follow us on Instagram at gayprideapparel.com. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Send us a DM. Hey, I listened to the podcast. You guys are great. Send us a comment. Like always, let us know your feedback. Let us know what you guys want. Let us know what you want to hear. Let us know what you want to see. And we're here for the community. Like I said, like, we wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for them. And if it wasn't for us to listen in the way that we did, thank you for the success. You know what I mean? Because it's been so great. But yeah, Gay Pride Apparel everywhere, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere.
Perfect. Well, thank you for joining us, Sergio, today.
Well, thank you so much for having us. I had a wonderful time sharing everything, and I had a wonderful time speaking with you. And hopefully next year we'll be at Latvia Pride with Printful.
Deal. Thanks for listening to our conversation with Sergio from Gay Pride Apparel. If you want to follow Gay Pride Apparel and buy their merch, check the episode description. You'll find all the necessary links and information there. And don't forget to tune in for the next episodes of Ideas Fulfilled by Printful Enterprise.